lads.
Sure. Hey, we're under no illusions that there's a lot of work to be done. This is a different level of football, different quality, different styles, and a brand and style only gets you to a certain way. And like we said, fair play and well done for what came prior to us. But we've seen now over 2 games that we need to improve the quality. The standard of how we operate is a very meticulous, a very particular way. So we're, like I say, we're under no illusions that there's work to be done, and I don't think anyone will say the better team won today. The better team won today, and that's been the case for the last 2 games. So now we've had a good look at things. I think we've got a good understanding of how we're going to be positively better as the group that's already in there and the reinforcements needed. But it's our job to now bring us up to a level where we are on par and then being the better side in game. So it's positive because we know what we need to do. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the quality will improve, and the real positive is we know exactly what we need to do from here.
And you conceded just shortly after the restart, but were you happy with how the lads replied, scoring not too long after?
Yeah, listen, I think when you look at it, we probably scored against the run of play, but at that time again, we've just had a good conversation there in terms of game management and understanding now the game. You're at a different level with different players who have got that kind of knack with game management. So we have to understand at that point, when we've got back on level terms, we have to be a bit more cuter, and we have to maybe see it out for another 10 minutes and just hold there. So listen, we understand, and we was under no illusions of what the job and the task was at hand. And the biggest thing and the best thing is that first and foremost, the group that have been in there the last 2 games have been terrific, and they've been brilliant, and they need help, and that's just how football is, the reality of football, and that's our job to now over these next few weeks is to try and get them help as much as possible, and they've got to have an understanding of what we want, and we've got to understand of what each player, and that's the biggest thing over the last 2 games is we've got to get that information, and we've got that. Now we can use that to see where we can strengthen and how we're going to move this team forward. But it's enjoyable, we've got to embrace it. It was never going to be easy, but we're ready to go, and like we just said in there, dust ourselves down and we get ready to work again.
And Ed Cook made his debut at centre half today. What did you make of his performance, and we will be looking to add to the squad in the coming weeks?
I think we both are very much of agreement. Ed spent some time away from us now, so we're glad to have him back with us. He will only improve week by week. Like I say, the standards that we hold usually, that will come very quickly with him because he knows how we operate. 75-80% of the time, yeah, solid. You can see what he can bring, and because he's only going to get better, we know where the improvement is there. So in terms of him as a first debut says at Step 3 football, fair play, and we're happy in that respect because we've seen the glimpses, and as I said, we're under no illusions, so of course we are looking to add to this squad. The nature of the beast is the timing of when everything's happened. We're 3-4 days before a season started, so it's been a good positive first week. 5 different faces in regards to last week. So in terms of new faces that have not been at the club before, watch this space, and obviously the reinforcements are certainly coming. Yourself, anything?
Yeah, no, and that's just that. It's clear. I think everyone can see that the group needs help, but we know that, and as we've previously said, that's our job to do it. We demand high intensity. We demand a lot from our players, and that's another. They've got to understand that, and they've got to get used to what we demand. And over this period of time, everything's kind of squashed in, and you have to try and do so much in a quick period. But we have to probably look at it and have a short-term objective, look into a longer-term objective, and that's what we've got to do. But short-term, we've got to try and get some reinforcements in. Try and get a structure, and like I said, we'll be fine, but we just can't get too low now, and we'll be ready to go Tuesday.
And looking ahead to Tuesday, I think Nuneaton Borough's had quite a similar start to us in terms of 2 defeats. What do you think that adds to the competitiveness of the match? Both teams looking for a win?
No, I think they have a good squad last year, and they was right up there last year. And yes, they might have had a slow start, but they still got quality. And we have to take every team in this league, every game seriously, and we will do our homework from now until then. Try and get as much information and the best way we're going to go about doing stuff. But listen, we've got to go out there. There's 3 points there, and that's it. We've got to make it that simple. There's 3 points on the line, and we want to go and take them.
I think our big thing is we respect, and this is how we've always operated. We respect every opposition that we play, but it's about us. So we take care of ourselves. You worry about and you respect, and you know what's in the opposition changing room, and there is plenty of quality in what's coming up, as we've discussed plenty of times. But what we're bothered about is the 16 lads on a match day. How are we going to affect games of football, and how are we going to put our quality onto other teams and let them worry about us? So we're aware of everything, but let's work on us being the force rather than thinking of where we're going.